What's up, welcome to Cat and Beats, and welcome to the Magician's Sunlight featuring Years and Years Darius Remake by myself. I'm going to have a playthrough the master file, so this is the mixed down file, and that will go through Ozone, and I'm going to have a click around and show you what's going on. Then after this video, I will show you the mix down file, so that's all the MIDI, all the things that you can change around. Anyway, let's have a playthrough, and as always, I will press my number 1 button, and number 1 will go to the original and go to mine. And what you'll notice is that the original is really bright. Mine is not. I have sensitive ears. Anyway, let's have a playthrough. See you in a bit.
And it fills me up, and it starts to shine, and I see it burn when you bring me sunlight. Is it all you need to feel this heat, to feel like everything's all that you dreamed? Is it all too much? Did you get enough? Does it set on fire all the things that you touch? And it fills me up, and it starts to shine, and I see it burn when you bring me sunlight. It fills me up, and it starts to shine, and I see it burn when you bring me sunlight. Is it all you need to feel this heat, to feel like everything's all that you dreamed? Is it all too much? Did you get enough? Does it set on fire all the things that you touch? And it fills me up, and it starts to shine, and I see it burn when you bring me sunlight. And it fills me up, and it starts to shine, and I see it burn when you bring me sunlight. Is it all you need to feel this heat, to feel like everything's all that you dreamed? Is it all too much? Did you get enough? Does it set on fire all the things that you touch? And it fills me up, and it starts to shine, and I see it burn when you bring me sunlight. It fills me up, and it starts to shine, and I see it burn when you bring me sunlight. Is it all you need to feel this heat, to feel like everything's all that you dreamed? Is it all too much? Did you get enough? Does it set on fire all the things that you touch? And it fills me up, and it starts to shine, and I see it burn when you bring me sunlight.
Okay, that was the master file. As you noticed, I had to change a little bit about this because it wasn't supposed to be a large plate there, but whatever. I actually, in the end of the day, I like the large plate. Now let's go into the other video, which I recorded before, and go over the mix. So now that you've heard the master file, let me show you around the mix file. We got the drums here, which is just the standard drum thing, and on the drum bus we have a nice little compressor, which does a perfect little, it just glues everything together. I hate that term, but it really does. Have a listen. And then without. Just, I don't know what it does, but it just feels like it does a good job kind of flattening everything out a bit. For the drums, yeah, you know, you just have all your finger claps. Everything is taken care of. Everything is pretty and organized. I like organized things. So it's really easy to put in your own MIDI. Let's check out the bass line. Bass line is made with Massive. I had to configure the release time setting. So I went to voice, and then here you can change the release time of that's envelope. You can change the release time, and it's just a sine wave, so nothing too silly. So you can chuck in your own bass if you want to. I didn't even do any EQing on it, so yeah, a bit weird. Then we have the introduction, which started out a bit too soft in my opinion, but hey, you know, I'm not gonna judge right now. And yeah, just a Massive patch with some macro controls configured to this. So if you could press configure, you can configure that kind of stuff. And this nice little analog chorus movement chain. So you have this chorus which moves around. So you can see the dry wet, it's just done by the LFO. And then you have the noise oscillator moving again. So that's kind of cool. At least I find that cool. Another bass in Massive, and then another pluck type of sound. I mean, this is a verse type sound. Still cleaning this up as we go. Then we have the harmony. The harmony, let me just go like this. Chords. The harmony is made out of several instances and several things, and this is why I had such a difficult time. It's made out of an organ, exhale, layer of serum, and another layer of serum. So the organ is the vintage organ, and the exhale is literally exhale from outputs. Literally get output if you can. It's very, very good. Vintage organ is also very nice if you like organs. You can also place in your own sound of an organ if you already have an organ VST or you have a vocal VST. You can put in your own sounds and it will become more original. It has a beat repeat on it, and here, just have a listen to the beat repeat because it's nice. Without. It just adds a little bit of character to it, and together with the rest of the track, you can't really even hear that. It kind of disappears in the back, and it sounds good. The guitar is just a guitar solo part, which I found somewhere. The vocal I need to turn down a little bit, so I'm just going to turn that to -5. I know it's only 1 dB, but for me it'll make a difference. And then we have the effects. It's just a rim shot with a lot of reverb on it, and a reverse crash to normal crash, and a bird chirp. If you listen to the beginning of Darius, he has this bird chirp thingy which he actually cut onto the groove. So he made a noise floor with bird chirping. I don't know if you write down chirp like this or if you spell chirp like this. Maybe it's like this. Chirp? Let's just call it bird. There you go. Then we have the mix bus. So all of this, if you click on I/O, it is going into this mix bus. Yeah, so everything is going here. And you can see that like this. So this is going to the mix bus here. It's going to the mix bus. It's going to the mix bus. See, everything's going to the mix bus. Now, normally on the mix bus, I would put in different types of compressors and sounds, but I didn't want to chuck this thing full of VSTs that you don't have. But for this mix bus, I suggest you try different types of VSTs. Tape saturation would be great, like the Kramer tape or Satin from Yuhi would be really nice on here. But on this mix bus, we have a reverb splash thingamajig, which is just an overall reverb. It has a dry wet, so it has a chain, and I automate this dry wet in here. So it becomes bigger. And I take it away again. Let me put this on high quality. So that's the reverb splash. Definitely nice to use in any type of situation if you want big open things. Then this mix bus goes to this. Normally I would say, because this overall mix of this guy Darius has this strange little air on it, I put the convolution ABLCR air. I have no clue what ABLCR air stands for, but I put that on there just to give it a little bit more air inside of it. So if you just listen to this by itself, you'll hear it's like a little delayed sound, and it makes it seem like there is just a little bit more air in there. So yeah, that's interesting. And then I have this Wurlitzer here, so I guess that's the last part of the video. I'm going to add in a solo just to show you how easy it is to add in parts. And yeah, just off the top of my head, it's fucking cold here, so I'm gonna have to rub my hands a couple times. So if you put your push on a C minor pentatonic scale, or play the guitar in a C minor pentatonic scale, or the bass, and add in some blues notes as well, you can add in a nice little solo. I'm not gonna use that. I'm just gonna use the C minor pentatonic on the Ableton push, and yeah, it'll be fun. And with that, I will also say goodbye and see you next time. All right, here we go. Ta-da!